At PandC Federation, we're often asked, what's the role of the principal with the PandC Association at your school? The principal is what's known as ex officio, which is the same status as the president of each association. And what this means is by virtue of. So the principal does not have the right to veto what the PandC does, but they are there to offer assistance and support, and particularly to explain the guidelines and the policies of the Department of Education and Communities. The principal, as an ex officio member, is welcome to attend all and every meeting of the PandC, including the subcommittee meetings. Principals of public education schools should not be signatories on PandC accounts, nor should staff members who are non-PandC members. As a PandC Association member, it's not unusual to be invited or receive an invitation to attend an event on behalf of the PandC Association. The rule is that all invitations to the PandC belong to the PandC, and it should be decided by the general meeting as to who will attend these events. So for example, an invitation might come from the school staff or the school faculty for a PandC member to attend an excellence assembly. It might be addressed directly to the president of the PandC Association, but there might be an opportunity for someone to take an alternative member or a guest. This is a decision for the PandC to decide. That invitation would be tabled in correspondence by the secretary, and then it can be dealt with as appropriate by the PandC. For example, self-nomination or a ballot sometimes where required. One of the other examples of a representation that the PandC Association makes is on merit panels, and this is where teacher selection or principal selection will occur. And it's very important that the PandC has an elected representative to these panels. PandC members aren't required to place the panel with a gender person or a professional person. It's not up to the PandC to meet any of the criteria of a merit panel except for the representation. When a member of the PandC represents on a panel, you'll have to do a merit panel training. The principal at the school won't necessarily undertake this, but might there organise it. If you need to be merit panel trained, contact our office on 1300 885 982 and we'll organise for training to occur at a place near you. Where a PandC Association has a request to be represented on a merit panel, which is to look at principal or staff placement, it's a very serious, considerable task for a PandC. PandC Federation and the Department of Education and Communities have strict guidelines about the representation that parent communities will make. Where there's no PandC in a school community, then PandC Federation will provide a member to that school community to make the representation. Once your PandC Association has been or has received a request to represent on a merit panel, you will then have an election and take nomination for the people who should be representing on that panel. There's no requirement on who can or can't represent a PandC Association on a merit panel other than to be a financial member. Once this person's elected, that person should be the one to go through the process of appointing the teacher or the principal or the staff member from the inception of writing the ad all the way through to placement. The process can be interesting, and it certainly gives you an insight into the guidelines of the Department of Education and Communities, and it gives parents a great understanding and an appreciation for how school structures are made up. If you've got any inquiries about merit panel training or representation in your school, or you'd like to improve your practices and you need further support, give a Member Services Officer a call on 1300 885 982 and have a look at the fact sheets on the website and see if there's information there that might be of use.